Welcome back, guys. It's Jason with your Hopium-Free crypto update. Today, we're looking at what Charles Hoskinson just said about Cardano. We'll get into that. But first, we need to dispel some of the crazy hopium that the institutions are coming out with. But don't worry, we still have a lot of bullishness coming for our major holds, our Bitcoins, our ETHs, our ADAs, our SOLANAs, and a few small ones which we'll look at in today's video. And I'll show you what I'm looking at when it comes to a strong horse like SOLANA and Cardano compared to a weaker horse. So you'll see that on the chart so that you can use that for your own portfolios. We've got a huge video lined up for today. It's an amazing weekend. Beautiful sun outside. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Thank you very much again for 200,000. The resistance was broken. We're on our way to 210 unless YouTube comes along and wipes out the scammers that follow all of the financial channels. Let's hold this 200K. 210 is our next target. Okay, so we've got our Hopium piece first up. Fidelity predicting $100 million per Bitcoin by 2035. You guys probably have seen this before. The stock to flow model. Every YouTuber talks about it. It's some sort of plan that we can follow. Now, I did watch an interview with the creator of the stock to flow. And like they say with a lot of these plans is some are useful until they're broken, or the old saying goes. You guys know that better than me. Let me know in the comments down below. Basically, this is just a guide. It doesn't necessarily have to happen exactly as said on this guide. That was from the creator. I respect that. You know, nothing is guaranteed, but it's just a bit of a guide. $100 million by 2035. That's going to give it a $2.1 quadrillion market cap. Yes, I paused there. $100 million Bitcoin will be a $2.1 quadrillion market cap. That's pretty crazy. Look, some people are going to say it's going to get there because all the money is going to flow in there, money printing. People are going to be buying it instead of property. They're going to be buying it instead of putting it into stocks. You don't know what you're talking about, yada, yada, yada. I get that. I'm getting a lot of juiciness squeezed onto my head here. So I understand that as well. But I think we just need to rein it back in a little bit. A $10 million Bitcoin is going to be fantastic. Reflecting on what we've seen over the last 24 hours, basically a complete reversal. We had 4.5% down, 4.8% back up. If you took 2 days off, nothing has actually happened in your life. You know, like nothing has happened in your investing life, I should say. This is the market. People are getting crazy about a day down. Then we're basically back to exactly where we were 48 hours ago. Cryptocurrency for you. Don't let it wear you out. This is the sort of thing that we need to keep our eye on. My little green box here, this is around the area that for the best case scenario of our crypto not falling too far, maintaining a good consolidation level. This is what I like. 50%, we're above our one of our major 50% levels. Hopefully we hold some consolidation. If not, then this is my target under here, around the 37, 38K, maybe 39K, up to about 44K. So that's my area that I would love to see it. Is it going to happen? I honestly don't know. But if it does, then that's where I'll be going in a lot harder. If I get a consolidation here for another few days, few weeks, and we start to break higher, then that's one of my signals to say, all right, time to keep buying at a higher price. Unfortunately, this is the way it goes. We're looking at a $10 million or $100 million Bitcoin. Who cares if it's a 45K or a 50K at this point for the gold here, our digital gold. ETH also in this similar position. With all of this information, it's clear that there is inherent forces that will be driving up the price of ETH. I didn't even mention all of these things. Okay, so this is a great post here. You can go through and read all of this, but I'll show you this one here. Obviously Ethereum, NFTs, you've heard of those. Gaming, you've heard of those. Yield farming, heard of that. Lending, DEXs, layer 2s. First piece here. There's nobody seeing this. There are so many things lining up for ETH. It's hard for me not to expect a massive run up coming in the next few weeks. ETH is well on its way to becoming a multi-trillion-dollar asset. I think that is probably true as well for ETH, currently sitting at around that $300 to $400 billion market cap. And this is kind of the pattern here that I'll be looking for Bitcoin. See how it's consolidating above this 50%? That's pretty strong. Bitcoin trying to do the same thing. It's stair-stepped its way up. If we get the pullback, no dramas. You know, the pattern is still bullish. We should have a higher low and hopefully we start to move up. But remember, this can take weeks. It's not like a 24-hour thing that it changes day to day. No, it's a pattern that can play out over days to weeks as well. So for me, it's just a matter of patience. You can see already that we pulled up at about, say, early August to where we currently are. It's been 21 days. So 21 bars, 21 days. That is 3 weeks, and the price really hasn't gone anywhere. It's just consolidating in this region, and some of the volume is dropping off at times, so we need to get more of the ETH pulling together into those strong hands. That's what we're waiting for on Ethereum. Now over to what Charles Hoskinson just said. Brief update on Alonzo. Basically, the short of it, which I'll play the clip in just a moment, everything's on track for the 12th of September for smart contracts. I'll play that clip right now. The words out of the man's mouth himself.
Everything is on schedule for the 12th. Big milestone today, the go, no go decision. Had we said no go, it would have pushed us back by 5 days, and the 12th would have turned to the 17th. Everything looks good. It's a go, which means that we're just counting down to the 12th.
Now, if we take a look at ADA from yesterday's movement, we're up 16.5%. 1, 2, 3 days down, wiped out the losses of those 72 hours, and we're back up to where we were on the 23rd of August. So currently sitting around $2.86. Personally, if you guys haven't heard me say it enough already, consolidation is the name of the game for the way we like to see the markets move up. We don't want to see them just burst up because generally they come back down. We want to see some long consolidations. Patience is the game. Consolidation, patience. Hopefully this builds nice and strong here before we move up again. Maybe we stick around here until smart contracts. Maybe we don't. Maybe we lose our minds and shoot up to $4 before then. Honestly, we don't know. Consolidation is what we want to get a healthy move to higher prices. So that's looking good. It's on track. We'll continue to update for ADA. We got about 2 weeks to go until the 12th. Let's keep following it on the chart. One thing I will note here is ADA hasn't pushed to new all-time highs over the last 24 hours. However, Sol has. Sol's got a lot going on. It's moved to new all-time highs. This seems to be a slightly stronger horse than ADA, but again, these are fantastic, strong horses overall, moving to new all-time highs before Bitcoin and ETH. Now, what we see with the example of DOT, not giving any DOT holders grief here. I'm also a DOT holder. It's one of those cryptos that has not seen the gains. This is around 150%. Solana's at 300%. ADA from around the same point in July to where it currently is at about 180, peaked out at around 200%. And the weakness that I'll show you here is that it's under its 50%. This is kind of like a moving average. So it's getting hit against its moving average, if you want to call it that. But this is the resistance point that I look for in Gann analysis. So $30, it got knocked down, whereas for FTT, it's above its 50%. So this is from the all-time high to we're calling it the crash low in May, June, right? So FTT is consolidating at this stage, could break down, but it looks like it's consolidating above its 50%, which is around that $42, $43. Whereas for DOT, you can see it's on the weaker side, it's underneath its 50%. So these are the laggers like I had written here that we saw in the intro. Strong horses, all-time high is the signal for me. It's the first there, not the laggers, for example, DOT. And I know this is getting a lot of attention around the media spaces at the moment, saying DOT has to have its day eventually, and it probably will. It'll do well, and I'm sure I'll see comments, people saying, you're a fool, you said not to buy it. Completely wrong. I'm not saying not to buy DOT. I hold DOT, okay? But it's just looking at a chart and ranking the weakness and the strength. You might say, well, that's good to know now, but couldn't we know it before? The thing I look at before is it fell under its major 50%. All right, so that's really showing a sign of weakness. Whereas Solana, it fell, but it continued to try and hold above ADA, major 50%. That came out at around $1.26. So it did the same thing as Solana. So Cardano fell under, but broke back above, tried again and again. So the halfway point was around that $1.26 level. So it was doing a lot better being above that zone. Whereas DOT fell under it, hit resistance, fell under again. So now it's under and it's trying to regain the 50% here. This is the $26 area, and the $30 is the high to the June or July range. So it's got a lot of resistance to do, a lot of resistance work to get above that point. FTT, like we've said, on the other hand, we're going to keep following this. It's looking reasonably good. The break above that 55 should be on for the next all-time high. If we get a retracement, no problems, just cheaper prices at this point. But yeah, sitting around $49 at the moment. Now, on to today's sponsor. and that is the Investor Accelerator. I thought I'd do one for the education pieces here. If you guys want to join us in the Investor Accelerator, TIA Premium is on special. This is how you get to it. TIA Premium, click that button. This is all in the description down below. TIA Premium, become a member, US $7.99, but there is $200 off for a limited time until the 31st of August. And use the code LAUNCH200OFF. Again, all of this is down below. And all you do is put that in there, hit apply, and you'll see the $200 comes off, so it's $5.99. There's about 27 left from the last time I looked, and that'll get you the 12 months of the Investor Accelerator with hours and hours of education for your trading and investing, a private investors group, and everything in TIA Lite as well. All right, so check that out. The code is LAUNCH200OFF. New website launch. Thanks very much for all of your support in this. Now, on to the last crypto, and this is Ghost. This is a smaller market cap. I'm not saying to go and buy this now because I don't want to tell anyone to go and buy something or not. That's financial advice. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just watching this on the chart. It is one of my smaller caps. It is it's in the NFT space. Check out the chart if you are watching this video later in time, because you just don't want to be buying something as it peaks out and then trickles back down. So you can see my alerts on the side here. I'm waiting for a few breaks down from about that $1.95 area. And if I don't get that, look, I've already got a position here. This is a 50%. I've seen it time and time again. This, like Ghost, GHST, it likes to come back and sit on the 61%, which is the 38 from the bottom up. So holds 50 for a while, breaks down, bounces again, and bounced again. And it may do that again. I honestly don't know if it will, but they're the areas that I'm looking for and why. That's why I look for those price areas of around $1.60 to around $1.90. So that's the small cap there that I like. I thought I would throw that in at the end. Why not? I'm having a fantastic weekend. I hope you are too. That's the video for today, guys, but I have a question for you. What do you think is going to happen to the price of Cardano? Go and check out the comment in the comment section. I'll leave a comment there and a question for you guys to answer. Do you think Cardano is going to continue running up and hit $4 before the release of smart contracts? Just a simple one, bit of fun in the comment section. Drop it down below. Remember the launch code is LAUNCH200OFF if you want to join the Investor Accelerator Premium crew. That's until the 31st. There's about 27 left, so make sure you use that coupon code when you're at the checkout. Thank you for all the subscriptions, likes, all that good stuff. You know what to do down below if you choose to do that. Otherwise, I will see you at the next video or on Twitter and Instagram. Until then, have a great weekend and have more fun to get more done.